Dakota News Now begins with a breaking news alert.
Our breaking news coverage continues live at 10 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Allen. For the last couple of hours, we've been keeping you up to date on an active shooter situation that has unfolded this evening at the Empire Mall in Sioux Falls. This all began about 7:30 tonight when Sioux Falls police received what we believe to be two calls. You see them highlighted in the police log in blue there. One call for a weapons violation, a second call, we believe, for an active shooter situation. So what happened? About 7:30, there were reports of upwards of 3 gunshots, 2, possibly 3 gunshots, being fired inside of the Empire Mall near a store at the mall called Zoomies. We want to underscore right out of the gate here, there are no victims. No one was shot. There are no injuries. There are no fatalities, but a lot of concern about what happened tonight. Police say that they have recovered shell casings from inside of the Empire Mall. What you're looking at here is video that was shot by Dakota News Now photojournalist Troy Timmerman, who was at the Empire Mall complex tonight and says a little after 7:30 he saw this large police presence show up. Troy tells us that upwards of 11 police units showed up, at least 1 fire truck, at least 1 ambulance that he was able to see, with the area of concern seeming to be around the entrance to the food court there at the Empire Mall. When police initially arrived on scene, they did help conduct a cursory evacuation of folks from the Empire Mall. We can tell you right now at this 10 o'clock hour that the Sioux Falls SWAT team is actually in the mall. If you've ever been in the mall, you know how large that complex is. The SWAT team is in the mall conducting a very detailed search of the area. They say for a couple of reasons. They want to make sure that there's no one in there with a weapon that they might not know about. They're also concerned that there might be people who are still hiding or barricading themselves somewhere in the mall because they don't know that the situation has resolved itself. Shots reported fired at about 7:30 tonight. What do we know about a potential suspect? Well, Police Chief John Toome telling Dakota News Now that they believe the suspect is a juvenile male between the ages of 13 and 17 years old, and that's all the information that they have released about that at this time in terms of a suspect. They also say, Chief Toome does, that they believe this is an isolated incident. This isn't, they believe, any type of large, widespread, coordinated attack specifically on the Empire Mall. I want to go in and I want to bring reporter Parker Brown into the conversation tonight. He is actually live at the Empire Mall complex. And Parker, it's good to see you once again. Right out of the gate, I want to ask you, what are you seeing right now? Obviously, there's still a police presence there.
Yeah, there's obviously a police presence here. Every single entrance to the Empire Mall has some sort of police presence. They're telling the public to stay away from the mall right now. This is as close as we're able to get at the moment, which right now we are on the north side of the mall over by 41st Street. We're at the end of the parking lot. And with this investigation ongoing, Chief Toome mentioned that this could take a couple hours. They might be here through the night. There's no telling, with how big of a facility this is, how long this might actually take before they can sweep the whole building. And then from there, they're still with an ongoing investigation so they can piece together the story of what happened. They did mention that they do have a better description than what was given to us, but at the moment they aren't going to release that. And at this time, as the investigation unfolds, they're going to be able to find that suspect. They said that the suspect likely left the building, or they believe left the building. And so as they find that suspect, as they try to find that suspect, they're asking the public, especially parents in the area, if your kid was at the mall today, ask them if they knew something about what happened here today. Police will take any and all information. Obviously, they're going to have some security camera footage, so they're going to go through that as well. This did happen in front of Zoomies, as you mentioned, and so 2 to 3 shots about is all they can guarantee at the moment, but there could be more. And as the investigation unfolds, we'll continue to get you more information on air and online on Dakota News Now. But for now, that's all we have on the scene. They're just telling people to stay away, and as more people continue to leave the mall area, a lot more relieved faces. We witnessed some people hugging each other as they came out of the building, some parents waiting for their child, and we got to talk to some witnesses saying that they heard the shots, or if they didn't hear the shots, they were in a shelter in place. And so it was definitely a frightening scene and a chaotic scene, but Chief Toom, he applauded the mall staff for the work that they did to make sure that people were safe. Let's take a listen to Chief Toom here.
Information was filtering in as we were arriving that people were sheltering in place and locking down their stores. That's something we've trained. The mall, as a testament to their training and preparation, immediately went into procedures to lock their stores down and protect their customers.
With the protocols in place, Chief Toom was very appreciative of police and of mall staff for jumping into action. And so as of right now, no injuries reported, thankfully, and they're asking for the public's help. If you have any information, make sure you reach out to Sioux Falls Police, and also stay away from the mall. There is a chance that the mall is open tomorrow, but that all depends on how long it takes them to sweep the building and whether the investigation is ongoing, and mall management will have to make that decision. But for now, live from Sioux Falls, Parker Brown, Dakota News Now.
All right, Parker, thank you so much. Our Dakota News Now photojournalist Troy Timmerman was able to speak to a couple tonight that had been in the mall when this chaos began to unfold, and they told Troy that while they did not hear gunshots, that their clue that something was going wrong was that they saw a large group of people running through the mall and also heard those people screaming at the same time. We want to bring you up to speed though here real quick. Sioux Falls police believe 2 to 3 gunshots were fired inside of the Empire Mall in Sioux Falls tonight, outside of a store called Zoomies. Chief Toom confirming to Dakota News Now that shell casings have been recovered from that scene inside of the Empire Mall. There are no injuries to report. No one was shot tonight, although gunshots were fired. The suspect description that we have at this time, a juvenile male between the ages of 13 and 17 years old. As Parker mentioned, Chief Toom said that they do have a better description of the suspect, but they don't want to reveal that at this time. The chief also said that there is security camera footage that they're currently going through from the mall right now that may help shed some more light on who this juvenile is, allowing police to find him. And also, the chief made sure to mention clearly that the belief at this hour is that this is an isolated event, that this may have been the result of some type of argument and that it ended in gunshots, but no one actually being shot. Chief Toom says that this does not appear to be any type of coordinated attack against the Empire Mall. What we're showing you right now, those areas highlighted in blue, we believe are the 2 calls that were made to Sioux Falls Police tonight around 7:30 from the Empire Mall complex, reporting a weapons violation, meaning a weapon had been seen, and an active shooter situation, which led police at that time, and rightly so, to believe that gunshots had been fired inside of the Empire Mall. Continuing coverage both on air and online here on Dakota News Now, but we're going to step away from this coverage momentarily